Welcome to day 202 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today we are talking about mental health, of course, and optimism. The impact of optimism on our mental health. Well, what the heck is optimism? According to psychiatrists and psychologists and whatever else, psychologists, I guess, in this definition, they describe optimism as a cognitive trait, a way of interpreting events in our life. Optimists tend to view setbacks as temporary and external, while pessimists see them as permanent and personal. That is a big difference. Now, I think all of us know some people that are optimistic by nature, and not by nature, right? Optimism is both a genetic and a learned trait. I consider it more of a learned behavior and learned way of looking at the world. But I also believe that we can learn and be and do and have anything we absolutely positively want. So, none of us are born with all of these things. I think some of us are born with some innate talents and abilities and preferences, but it's what we do with them that really matters. And optimism is one of those things that we can choose to use to make our life better. Anyone on the planet can choose to be optimistic no matter what their circumstances are. We interpret everything we experience, everything we see, taste, smell, all of our senses experience. Our body and our minds interpret that, and we decide what it means for us. Sometimes it means danger and we run away. Sometimes it means love and acceptance and we stay. It just depends. So how can we use optimism in our favor? Optimism, of course, expects success. We use positive language and take proactive steps. Pessimists, on the other hand, anticipate failure. They dwell on the negatives. They live in the past. They often feel powerless, make excuses, and don't take action to change or even see the world differently. Optimism impacts our mental health in several ways. One, it provides us with emotional resilience. So when stuff happens, we don't take it personally. We just solve the problem. We don't focus on the problem. We just focus on the solution. It provides us with optimistic thinking. It allows us to see and bounce back from stuff that happens, to see challenges as opportunities to grow and learn. I learned a long time ago that failure isn't really failure unless you quit and give up. Failure is when things don't work out. I define a failure as when something doesn't work out as I planned. Well, guess what? How many things actually in our lifetime worked out exactly like we thought they would or we planned them to? I would say maybe 5% if we're awesome at that. But for the most part, most things don't work out right the first time. We have to tweak and test and find out what works for us. So another benefit of optimism is it helps us to manage stress and have a positive outlook. It helps us to see the opportunities and the possibilities and the solutions that are out there for every one of us that other people might not see because they've got a gloomy disposition or a gloomy way of looking at the world. Optimism actually increases and improves our physical as well as our mental health. There's all kinds of science and research findings on this. Mayo Clinic's done a bunch, and since that's in my area, I give them a lot of credence and a lot of respect, but they've found links to longer lifespan. Harvard did a study that optimistic people have a 35% lower chance of heart disease. I mean, if something can help my heart by reducing my chance of getting heart disease 35%, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to believe in the possibilities that are out there and all around us. Let's share a couple of case studies. Sarah is a 35-year-old teacher. She's struggling with anxiety and self-doubt. After practicing daily affirmations and gratitude, she noticed improved confidence and mental clarity. James is overcoming life's challenges with optimism. James faced job loss and financial hardship. Instead of giving up, because what happened? You can't give up, right? You're not just going to give up and live on the street. You got to figure it out. So James, instead of giving up, he developed a positive action plan, which led to a successful business within 2 years. Maria's career and confidence boost. Maria transitioned from a pessimistic mindset to an optimistic one through therapy. Sometimes we need therapy and a coach or help changing. And she used therapy and journaling, leading to a promotion and improved relationships. So how can you use this? What are some practical ways to become more optimistic? Guess what? Based on where we are right now, and you have to evaluate that. Say, okay, how optimistic am I on a scale of 1 to 10? And then how pessimistic does that make me on a scale of 1 to 10 right now? Well, where do I want to be, right? If I'm a 7 and I want to be a 9, that creates a gap, and I'm going to fill that gap with some of these ways to fill the gap to be more optimistic. Gratitude journaling is one. One of my favorite it's not even a secret, one of my favorite tools for just about anything, any area of our life we want to improve is gratitude journaling. Practice, or you don't even have to journal it. Practice gratitude several times a day. I say in the morning, I say at night, I say during the day when you notice something you appreciate, you just say thank you and appreciate it in your mind and feel how awesome that is and optimistic that makes you about other things in life. What we focus on, we create in our lives. The more we focus on the positive and the things that we want, the more those show up in our life. The more we focus on, oh, I don't have it yet, the more we stay stuck in a cycle of not having it yet. Affirmations and positive self-talk have also been proven to help us be more optimistic. You know, saying I am capable, just saying I am capable, or I can figure this out, or I got this, are all ways that can reprogram our negative thought patterns. And then surround yourself with positivity and positive people. Guess what? Take a look around. If you think that you're more pessimistic than you feel like you really are internally, look at what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're listening to, how you're spending your time, who you're spending your time with. Are those people pessimistic or optimistic? And that it's not good or bad. Everybody gets to be themselves. But if they're always focusing on the negative, if they're always pointing out everything that's wrong, if they're not telling the truth, or if they don't have the same core values and moral compass as you, they're probably not very optimistic and maybe not good for you. Doesn't mean you cut them off totally. You might have to. Some people we have to cut off totally because they're toxic. Some relationships, some habits we have, we got to just go cold turkey because they're that bad for us. And guess what? If we have bad habits, that makes us more pessimistic. If we have good habits, that usually makes us more optimistic. If you go for a walk in nature every day, I guarantee you're a lot more optimistic person than the person that never steps outside and lets the sun shine on their face. There's a lot of myths about optimism versus pessimism, but I think we all know that when we're around or when we're being pessimistic or negative, we feel heavy. Heavy means it's not right for us. Light means it is right for us. So today, what are we going to do? We're going to rate ourselves on a scale. I'm just making this up as I go. We're going to rate ourselves on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being super awesome, optimistic, always seeing the possibility, always focusing on the solution, always being on the positive side of our emotions and our thinking and our thoughts to know that we can figure whatever happens in the world out, whatever happens to us out, right? We're going to always come up with a way to be okay, be good, be great. So on a scale of 1 to 10. Share your number in the comments below. It's just where you are right now. And maybe you're having a bad day, and so today you're feeling like a 3, but normally you're about a 7, right? So just share that in the comments below. Say, hey, something bad happened. I'm dealing with it. I'm at a 3 for pessimism today, but I know I'm going to figure it out. So I'm really usually at a 7. All right. Share in the comments below so we can help one another and maybe coach each other a little bit if we need it, and help each other and cheer us on and hold ourselves accountable to being more optimistic, seeing the possibilities that are all around us, because the world is full of infinite possibilities. We just have to be willing to open up our eyes and see them. But pessimism is like putting blinders on and prevents us from seeing it. All right. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, go out, make it an incredible day, and I will be with you tomorrow.